Hi, my name is Gia, and this is my co-host Braeden in the house. We have a great episode for you, and if it is happening at Hill, we have it. Now Braeden is going to tell you about the lunch menu. Take it away, Braeden.
Next week for lunch, on Monday, there's no school, so eat whatever you'd like at home. On Tuesday, for A lunch, there's a Swagos hot dog, and for B lunch is a assorted deli sandwich. On Wednesday, lunch A is hamburger with a whole grain roll, and B lunch is a assorted deli sandwich. On Thursday, popcorn chicken is for A lunch, and for B lunch, you guessed it, it is a assorted deli sandwich. Finally, for Friday, there is a homemade pizza for A lunch, and for B lunch, there is a toasted cheese sandwich. Gia, what does the weather look like for next week?
This week's weather is mostly cloudy. Monday is cloudy with a high of 20 and a low of 15. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 18 and a low of 13. Wednesday will again be mostly cloudy with a high of 24 and a low of 19. Thursday, the high is 29 and the low is 23. Will be mostly cloudy. Friday, we can expect a few snow showers. The high will be 33 and the low will be 24. Saturday, the high is 30 and the low is 24. Finally, on Sunday, there will be snow showers with the high being 29 and the low being 20. It looks like it will be pretty cold out for most of the week, so make sure you bring a coat if you want any chance of going outside for recess. Braeden has this week's riddle.
This week's riddle is a little advanced, so hopefully you have your thinking caps on. Are you ready? Because here we go. You see a boat full of people. It is not some, but when you look back, you don't see a single person. Why? I will read it again. You see a boat full of people. It is not some, but when you look back, you don't see a single person. Why? We will give you the answer at the end of the show. Gia has this week's staff pick.
For this week's staff pick, we choose Mr. Jackson. When asked why he thought we picked him, Mr. Jackson said, "Because I'm so handsome and because so many students know me." Those things might be true, but the big reason is because Mr. Jackson makes the Hill School a fun place to learn. For example, he starts and leads the Lego Club. He is in charge of Pioneer Day with Miss Wyville, and he puts a ton of time into making the literacy fair great. Every year, on top of being a great teacher, I don't know how he has enough time in his day. Mr. Jackson enjoys traveling, doing art things, and keeping the streets of Gotham safe outside of school. Did you know that he bought a house in October and that he also works at the college? Some things he likes about his class is that they are a fun group and he can try new things with them. Well, they are lucky to have you as their teacher. Thank you for making the Hill School great, Mr. Jackson. Braeden has some information about Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929. Did you know he was the youngest person to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964? Martin Luther King Jr. is best known for his work during the Civil Rights Movement to end racism in America and gain equal rights for all Americans. His famous "I Have a Dream" speech is one of the most well-known speeches ever given, and many consider it the greatest speech ever given. Among the most quoted lines of the speech are, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today." On your day off on Monday, take some time to think about how Martin Luther King Jr. made our world better. Gia is going to share a student that is making her class a better place.
This week's PBIS Smile goes to Annalie Lewis. Miss Wilson and Miss McHugh nominated Annalie because she is such a kind and compassionate girl. She helps her classmates whenever she can, and they know that they can rely on her if they need help or just a good friend. Keep up the great work, Annalie. Braeden has this week's 2 lies and 1 truth.
Here are the 2 lies and 1 truth for this week, Martin Luther King Jr. edition. Let's get started. Choice number 1 is Martin Luther King Jr. has over 730 streets in the United States named after him. Choice number 2 is Martin Luther King Jr. was the oldest person to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Choice number 3 is Martin never attended college. And the answer is number 1. There are over 730 streets in America named after him. He was actually the youngest winner of the Nobel Peace Prize and attended college at age 15. Gia has the wing attendance from last week.
Congrats to the Red Wing. You did it again. The Red Wing has the highest percent for 5th grade for 5th time in a row with 97.7%. Orange Wing is still in 2nd place with 96.9%. Good job, Blue Wing. You are in third place with 96.5%. Nice. In 4th place is Yellow with the wing with 96.4%. Keep it up. Braeden is going to tell everyone about the great book he has read.
This book we are highlighting is called The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise. This book is about a young girl named Coyote who lost her mom and her 2 sisters in a car crash. So it's just her and her dad, who goes by Rodeo. It's been this way for 5 years, and since the accident, Coyote and Rodeo have been traveling the country in a school bus that they bought and named Jaeger. During their journey across the country, they meet all kinds of interesting characters going through tough situations. Meanwhile, Coyote and Rodeo keep trying to escape their own sadness. Coyote receives a call from her grandmother with some news that causes Coyote to want to go home before something bad happens. Will she be able to get back in time? Gia has some advice for students.
This week's advice is an easy one. Don't run in the halls. Mr. Braeden has had some reports of students running to get to enrichment classes. He says they come to my room out of breath. It is very dangerous to run in the hall for you and other people. Please make the responsible decision and walk in the hall and keep everyone safe. Braeden has some interesting holidays to tell us about.
Are you ready for some interesting holidays for the month of January? Ava did some research and found some really crazy holidays that you would never think are real. Do you love cheese? If so, you are going to love January 20th because it is National Cheese Lover Day. On January 23rd, National Pie Day. And on January 25th, it is Opposite Day. Gia has some information about another holiday being celebrated on January 25th.
Chinese New Year is being celebrated on January 25th this year. Each year is dedicated to one of the 12 exotic animals. 2020 is the year of the rat. Last time it was the year of the rat was in 2008. People born in the year of the rat are said to be clever, quick thinkers who are successful but are okay with living in a quiet, peaceful life. People born in the year of the rat are supposed to be energetic and likable by all. They are sensitive to other emotions but stubborn with their opinion. They like saving money and can be stringy. Take a look and see the animal that you are by looking up at the year that you were born. Braeden, what's happening around Hill School next week?
Some events going on around Hill are Mrs. Pompili will be starting in our 5th grade band director on Tuesday. So let's welcome her. Mr. Albrecht's class will be leading the pledge. Next week is a 5th grade library week. So 5th graders, make sure to have your books on the day that you go to the library. Gia has an announcement for our Ski Club members.
On the 22nd, there will be an important meeting, so make sure you come to room 208 in the Orange Wing at 11:30. Every Friday morning that you have a ski trip, you bring your ski jacket to Miss Parker after announcements to show that you have your ski pass and is still on your jacket. Anyways, have a great time skiing and make sure to wear your helmet. Braeden, what is the answer to the riddle you shared earlier?
Let's give everyone one more chance to hear it again. You see a boat full of people. It is not sunk, but when you look back over, you do not see a single person. All right, are you ready? The answer is, wait for it, the people are all married on the boat. Get it? You don't see a single person because everyone is married. Well, thank you for watching and have a great week.